In Birth Party News. Submitted by Unlimited Sushi. Women in Brazil are having fancy parties during their C-sections.
Oh, whoa.
What?
Yeah. Okay, that's not what I was thinking.
What does that look like?
So they actually rent like their birthing suite,
Yeah.
but it's like an OR because it's a C-section.
Yeah.
And then they'll hire party planners to create an entire I'll show you photos.
So it's just one mom at a time.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I thought it was a bunch of women at the same time. I'm like, how the fuck did they synchronize this?
It's like
shit?
13 doctors, and they're like, oh, shit.
Thank you.
I thought it was one mom, but then I thought her guts are open, and then there's just all this family like, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of more what it is like, right?
It is.
Yeah, they're watching this.
Look at this.
Oh
Is
no.
that sanitary?
No, so there's like a viewing.
They record the straight up cutting of it all?
So what happens here is when it's like really, really graphic, this glass turns into like the fuzzy kind of glass.
Like it gets frosted?
Frosted, thank you. It gets frosted, and then once the baby is born and like wrapped and pretty and everything, then they defrost the glass. And now it's clear, and then everyone here is celebrating, and then they'll have like decorations.
That's nice. That's pleasant.
Yeah, and then they'll have like actual what is it? Party gifts.
Oh, like little party bags?
Yeah.
Like goodie bags?
And then like actual sweets and a legit fucking
It's
party.
like a baby shower, but
Exactly. It's like
That's
a birth
sick.
shower. Yeah, and then so they're just saying like this shit is fucking mega popular in Brazil.
Is it only C-sections and not natural birth?
Yeah.
Wow.
I understand why.
yeah, they couldn't really plan all that.
So what's happening here is
She's getting her hair done and shit?
Oh yeah.
The lady at the
She had a
bottom?
blowout.
oh yeah,
Wait, she's not even the mom, she's just the guest getting her.
party. I don't know if she's a mom. But like this is they're saying so C-sections as a percentage of all births by country, Brazil is number 2 with 55.5% of all births. And United States is at 32.9%.
Why?
So it's actually a money thing. Like, so they're saying here by education level. So if you have more than 12 years of education, it's 79.6% of people in Brazil getting
So
C-section.
they see it as like a vanity item. You
It
can
is.
only do it when you're.
Because it keeps
Exactly.
you tight and shit? Is that why?
No, it's because so
Do you heal fast?
They don't want your
No,
vagina to
you
get
feel
loose.
slower, like way slower.
Oh.
yeah, wait.
Oh yeah, because you gotta cut through the abdomen, right?
Yeah, it takes like 10 years before. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, well, 5 years.
Oh, 5.
They say like you can't even have a second child through like vaginally.
But don't rich people here do
until 5 years
C-sections?
after.
Don't rich people here do C-sections like celebrities and shit like
Yeah.
that or whatever?
I don't know,
Yeah,
but
I
in
think they-
Mexico
Right?
for sure it's a class thing too that I've heard of, like from my family members.
I thought you can't ask for a C-section though. You have to like be
No,
told
you
by
can
the doctor.
schedule one.
Oh,
Can
really?
if you want. Like my stepmom got a scheduled C-section just because she didn't want to go through the whole unpredictability of natural birth.
I think doctors prefer it too because it cuts down on the amount of time that they have to spend like waiting. They're
I'll be
taking
on
up a room.
standby.
They're in
Yeah.
labor for 12 hours.
So it's all a money
They just
thing.
wanna, yeah. It's like the. Have you guys ever heard of that documentary, The Business of Being Born?
Yes.
Ricky Lake created it.
Oh, cool.
And so, watching that documentary made me think like, oh my god, I want to have a natural birth next time. Because with Isaac, I mean, it was needed because he was breech, like his head was up here instead of down there, and that's like not a very safe birth to have when the feet come out first.
Yeah.
And so I had to have one, but most people and most doctors, most hospitals is just like, let me just get this bitch out of here. And it just feels so like you're like cattle. But in Brazil, they like it and they see it as like, oh, I'm so well off. I can afford to have a C-section. And I
It's
can
status.
afford, yeah, it's a status thing. And
But
so,
it's not good for the baby, right?
yeah,
I
it's
think
not.
we figured that out, that like it's
it's not good
healthier
for the baby?
to be pushed out. I mean,
Yep.
besides like medical cases where the baby might die if it doesn't get cut out, but like it's healthier for the baby to be pushed out.
My dad's Chinese science, he believes that C-section is better because then when the head has to go through a tiny hole, that you destroy half of the brain cells.
That's fucking funny.
That's his
Does he know
Chinese.
that the skull collapses?
Yeah, that's his
He
Chinese.
knows that though?
That's his Chinese science.
It's really
He was
good.
concerned for Tyga. Is that how you found out when Tyga was born?
No, because he would tell me, he'd be like, you know why you're so smart? Because you came out C-section.
Oh.
So if Taika wants to come out via C-section, it's okay.
But he said he'd take smarter than you ever were.
Exactly. He contradicted
I
himself.
like how he makes that shit up too.
Yeah.
That's
I
fucking
love it.
funny. But yeah, they're saying that hemorrhage and infection is more likely to happen in an elective cesarean rather than in natural birth.
Wow.
And it's also, so C-sections have been linked to higher rates of respiratory distress, diabetes, and high blood pressure.
Holy crap.
Yeah, for the babies.
Wow.
I don't care if I have a loose vagina, which I don't, by the way, but fucking, I'm going through that.
But you know what's a trip? I had a C-section, and I said this in the girls podcast, Hey Bitch podcast, but I've noticed the difference in my own vagina, even though he didn't come through there. Like, it really, I guess because of the pressure, I don't know what the fuck, but like, it's not the same.
Do you have a scar from
I
that? Is it common that everyone gets a scar after C-section or?
Well, I have a keloid problem, which means like, so it means like when I scar, like if I have a deep cut, it gets bubbly and it gets dark. So it never looks like just like a tiny little line.
Yeah.
For most people, they scar up well. It just looks like a little line. But
People
for
with
me,
keloids should actually avoid tattoos too.
yeah, I know.
Because if they fuck up, they'll go.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
So yeah, for me, I have like a keloided C-section scar, which
So
is
it could
not
heal
pretty.
for most people if they didn't have a keloid
They
problem.
actually told
I've never
me.
seen it. And I've seen you naked so many times.
Oh, it's because it's literally right above my pube hair line.
I look at your vagina all the time. I'm just kidding. I know.
Study it.
Really? You haven't noticed it? Because we have been naked around each other.
I know, but I'm not really looking at your
Yeah,
vagina.
I'm not looking at yours either.
So you have pube hair?
Well, next time you should be more
Well,
open to
not anymore because I lasered, but back then I did. What'd you say?
that. I said next time you should be more open to that, to looking at her vagina.
No, I thought she
Now
has.
we're gonna have to go to the sauna and be like, where is your C-section scar? It's lower than I thought it was.
Is it from belly button
No,
down?
no, no.
down
It's
here.
like literally, I could feel it too. Because I told you I have a lumpy scar. It's like right, so like my vagina ends right here. It's like right here.
I thought it was like a
Yeah.
Your vagina's really shallow.
Is it like this wide?
So little.
It's like
a
this.
baby came out of that?
Cause my mom's
Well, I guess-
is like this wide.
Oh wait, I can feel it. It's right here.
Your mom showed
Old
you?
school medicine.
My mom's is fucking like the Joker from Dark Knight. It's like this,
Oh damn.
all the way across.
Did she birthed you here?
No, Taiwan.
We also have a big head, baby.
Sorry, mom.
Dude, you better
She's
call her.
tiny.
Take her out.
And she's tiny, huh?
Oh, true.
I'm huge.
You should call your mom more, dude. She looks at that shit every single day.
No, damn.
I try to call her as much as I can, and it's once a month right now.
Oh.
We don't need Bart to suffer mentally.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, got it.
As much as I can, and it's once a month.
I try really hard.
Dude, you're a good son, man.
Once a month is good?
He doesn't call his mom
No,
once
I
a
don't.
month.
Yeah, I don't call my mom, and I
6
love, and I fucking love talking to her. She's fun.
Oh, then why don't you call her more often?
Call your mom.
I'm lazy.
He's an asshole.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the face to face with my mom. Like,
FaceTimer.
yeah, and I mean, I don't even talk to her
doesn't
on the
have
phone
an
that much.
iPhone.
I guess I'm not a phone person, you know, and like,
You grew up in the generation before the phone?
yeah, I think I would only talk to girls to have phone sex
He's
or
a
something,
pager
or like,
type of guy.
You should page your mom more.
no, but when we were in Japan, like, I would be up till like 3 a.m. talking to her, and then she's like, I'm gonna go to sleep.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Because it's all in Japanese.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
Hey, she tries though.
But yeah, they're saying though that C-sections today are much safer than they were 30 years ago. But yeah, so like it's just a big old party that happens in Brazil.
Wow,
You know what I heard too? That C-sections somehow create a slight disconnect between mother and child.
How?
I've
Like
heard
the
that.
process of the pain, and also there's like this I guess like connection that the woman makes when she's giving vagina
Really?
birth. Huh?
Vaginal.
Yeah.
Vagina birth.
Vagina birth.
Does it make sense?
You know, I can see that because the moment I first held Isaac, it felt weird.
But I thought you're completely
I
numb.
might be able to debunk that because I didn't feel any pain because I was just on medication.
Yeah, like you get an epidural, you don't feel shit.
Yeah, I had a very pleasant birth with him because what was happening was
Why are you so mean to me?
Well, I'm not trying to mansplain and stuff, but I was just,
I think there's-
in passing, I heard something about how the natural childbirth process without any medication.
oh.
Well, because I
Create some
actually
type
felt
of-
guilty that I had a C-section. I felt guilt that I didn't work for Isaac.
But then it's not even your
For
fault.
9 months, bitch, you worked for 9 motherfucking months. That shit was hard.
Yeah, but she worked for 9 months and then she took a break at the very last minute.
She clocked out right before the job was done.
It was hard for me to get over that. Like, I really felt so guilty. I'm like, fuck, like, I cheated, you know?
How? He was free.
Celebrating this shit.
Did you do you still do that golden hour thing if they come out C-section?
What's golden hour?
So like
Oh,
they
when
say
you-
like the hour the baby comes out,
yeah.
you need skin on skin contact.
Skin to skin.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a.
Did you?
very-
You did that?
I did
That's
that.
so tight.
Yeah. And a titty sucking.
Oh, actually, no.
Yeah.
It wasn't immediate. Actually,
That's what they
no.
say.
They had
Yeah.
me recuperate because I had a C-section. They
Really?
bundled
They
it
did
me
that
up.
to my sister-in-law right away.
No, not me. I didn't get to hold him until I was in my room, like hours.
It could be new. There's always new development.
maybe.
Yeah.
Because after I heard that, I was like, fuck that. Like when she was holding Taika, I took off my clothes and I jumped on top of him. I'm like, I'm gonna do skin on skin too. And then the doctor
Yeah,
was
they
like,
do
dads usually don't do this, but it's okay.
He's
They
like,
do recommend
sir.
the guys to do it too. But yeah, I actually did feel really bad because they bundled Isaac up and they put him under that. Oh no, they didn't bundle him up. He was only in a diaper and they put him under that heat lamp thing, so he was not covered up. But I was fucking freezing, and I think it was because of the meds. And because they put like these blankets over me, so I was just like, and then they were like. And so I kept saying like, I want my baby. My baby is so cold. He's cold right now. I want him. And then they were like, no, he's okay. You need a rest. So they didn't let me leave this area until I was able to wiggle my toe.
Whoa.
Oh, so that there's
Maybe they were
complete
afraid that you were
connection.
gonna drop him or something if you can't feel him.
That's true, because what if you get up and you're like, whoa, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know because they were trying to have me breastfeed him.
Yeah.
But I
Did you
don't
have
remember.
Pinocchio legs?
It was kind of
Were your legs like a puppet's legs?
it's kind of blurry now because it was over 11 years ago.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, that's a long time.
I need to ask my mom because she's pretty petite, and I wonder if I was a C-section.
They got old school techniques back
My
then.
mom did that shit with no pain meds, bro.
C-section?
No, the vaginal.
Wow, that's amazing.
Are you a fucking pilgrim?
I don't know. I don't think I'm better off
That's
for it.
fucking crazy.
Or all the kids like that? Because you got like a couple brothers and sisters, right?
Yeah, my mom did no pain meds.
Wow, that's actually what I would like to do,
Sure.
but who knows?
I told Nikki, let them shoot you in the head with that needle if they need to. Like, fuck that shit. You don't got to do all
She
that.
tried to do it, right? And it was just too
No,
crazy?
never,
I thought you
never.
were like, I'll just try it,
Never.
and then you hit the button.
I'll see how long I can hold off,
Yeah.
but it was never part of my plan.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Like, you were like, oh, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, and as soon as I felt the first fucking thing, I was like, nope, let's go, baby.
Give me.
Drug me up.